You ever feel like you go to a lot of networking events, you pay a lot of money, you devote a lot of time, and when you leave the event, you feel like empty, like you haven't connected with anyone, you haven't met anyone? If that's you, you are not alone. Today, I am going to give you some strategies and some tips for networking and building professional relationships. Hey everyone, I'm Chanel Renee, and I work with career-driven women to help them identify those revenue blocking challenges in their business to really help them build a profitable business, therefore making their 9-to-5 an option. Today's video is being shot in my car because y'all, life is real and I'm a soccer mom. So I am at my daughter's soccer practice waiting for her to finish. And I felt like I just needed to come in and do my video. I'm multitasking. This is the true life of a workherpreneur. Today we're going to get down into the nitty-gritty of building professional relationships and networking. I used to always think that when I went to networking events, I would just shake people's hands, meet people, hand them my business card, and maybe take their business card. And then something would magically happen where we would build this professional relationship, and I just go to the next event and do the same. But what I found was that when I left that event, I just had all of these business cards and I did nothing with them. It's like they went into this dark hole of business cards, this whole pile. You know that pile you have in your office of business cards? You don't even know who the people are. You don't even remember their names. You don't remember their faces. You just have a bunch of business cards. So what I learned after attending several events was that didn't really work for me. I would meet these people. We'd have great conversations at the actual event, and then we would never connect again. And then I go to another event and the same thing would happen and we just never connect. Then I had to get to a point where I'm like, you have got to stop spending all of this money and time attending events and getting home and getting nothing out of it. I also had to learn the true definition of networking and building professional relationships. When you're building a relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to build a friendship. There is a major difference between building a friendship and building a professional relationship. If you're building a professional relationship and you're networking to meet people who could benefit you in your business and who you can benefit, that should be just it. You should be able to identify some things that you can contribute to their business and some things that they can contribute to yours. It sounds crazy and it sounds selfish, but you need to figure out how you can use people to benefit your business. That's exactly what people will do for you. They will be looking to identify some ways that you can benefit them professionally. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think that the issue comes where we try to create these relationships and build friendships. And while we're building friendships, we're also trying to build professional and business relationships. And sometimes the two don't go together. Not every person that's in your life as a friend is going to be a good business partner or a good business relationship person. And not every person that you build a professional relationship with is going to be a friend. They just may not have those traits, but they may be able to highly benefit you in your business. And I think the sooner we understand and realize that, the faster we will be able to build relationships that are conducive to our business and that benefit our business greatly. So some of the things that I do to make sure I build professional relationships through networking is that I first identify the event that I'm going to. If I'm doing it through an event, I first identify what the event is that I'm attending. If I am a business coach and I want to work with women that have careers and to help them build businesses that are profitable, I wouldn't go to an event for like dogs. I wouldn't go to a dog show. I need to be clear as to what it is I'm attending this event for. So the first thing I need to do is when I'm looking at these events is to get a better understanding as to who the audience is at these events. I know for sure that some of the people that are there are not going to benefit me and my business. So being clear with yourself and clearly defining your goals is highly important before you attend the event, because then when you get to the event, you have a better understanding as to what it is that you want, and the people that you meet, you'll know in the first few seconds whether they are the people that you should be having an extended conversation with. The next tip is authenticity. You have to be genuine with yourself. Be real with yourself. Know what it is that you can bring to the table, what skills you possess, what expertise you can provide, and what your business is about. So if you're talking to someone and you're not even clear as to what it is that you do, they have, they call it the elevator pitch. If you don't have an elevator pitch and you're not very clear as to what it is that you do, then it's going to be very difficult for someone to believe you and be able to trust you enough to build a professional relationship with. So be very clear and be very genuine on what it is that you want, what it is that you do, and what your goals are before you're networking with someone else to see if they are the right fit for you. The next tip is effective communication. You have to be able to effectively communicate what it is that you do and what it is that you want. So it's very helpful to practice your elevator pitch. Is very helpful to talk about what your business is. If that's something that you are not very good at, there are organizations and programs out there that will help you speak a little better in public, such as Toastmasters. I've been in Toastmasters for years at one point in time, and it really did help you communicate your message effectively. Another tip is to be an active listener. Not just listen to hear what they're saying, but to really truly understand what the other person is saying. Just be present in the moment and show the other person that you really care about what it is that they're talking about. Because if you're not really listening to what the person has to say, it really shows. Just make sure that your body language is on point and that you're making eye contact and that you're really listening to understand what the other person is talking about. Another tip is to remain professional. When you're attending these events, get an understanding as to what the dress code is, and really how you should look when you attend these events. Do your best to remain professional with your speaking and your body language and how you're communicating with other people, because it shows. People can tell who you are within the first couple of minutes of speaking to you. So it's really important when you're attending events that you remain as professional as you possibly can, because how you conduct yourself in public is how you are going to conduct yourself in your business. People need to know, like, and trust you. If the first 2 minutes of the conversation, it's a very unprofessional conversation, that is going to set the tone for what the relationship is going to look like in the future. Another tip is to stay informed about the particular industry that you're in. There is nothing worse than having a conversation with someone who is in the same industry as you, and you are stating things that are untrue, information that is outdated, and you just really come across as not really knowing what it is that you're talking about. Just be sure that the information that you're providing to people is accurate and up-to-date information, because it would definitely contribute to building a trusting relationship with the other person. And the last tip that I'm going to provide is to get an understanding as to what you can bring to the table. It is the worst thing for people to just take, whether it's information, time, energy, money, just anything. It's not a good feeling to be in a relationship where the other person is not bringing anything to the table. Before you consistently ask for other people's time, energy, money, and effort, just get a better understanding within yourself as to what you can provide to that professional relationship. Those were just a few tips that I wanted to provide. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you took something out of it. Workherpreneur has a goal of helping 1,000 career-driven women build profitable businesses this year. If you liked this content, please subscribe to this channel. Please like the video and comment on the video and share it with other people who you feel it could be a benefit to. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.